Hey, welcome back to Worthington Motor Railway, and tonight we have the Turbomotive. So Hornby had some interesting Black Friday sales, and I was going to buy one of these when they first announced them, and for various reasons I just didn't do it. And when I saw it on the sale for Black Friday at the price it was at, particularly for a DCC Sound Fitted version, I was like, maybe I should do this. So I ordered it, and amazingly 3 days later it turned up, which, shipping to the US is quite surprising. In fact, I was really floored when this thing arrived this morning. But let's have a look at it, and hopefully that my experience with this HM7000 decoder will be somewhat better than my experience with the last one. So looking at the box, we have quite a bit of information here about the Princess Royal class, this Turbomotive, and hopefully you can read this if you want to pause the video. Maybe I should just give you some highlights on this, so just give me a minute or so and I will put some of that together. Having just read the box, I think it's better if you read it yourself, so pause the video and hopefully you can read it. As you can see, this is standard in the new Hornby packagings with the nice box, the foam and the clamshell. So I'm going to take this out and open up the clamshell, and we can have a better look at the locomotive. As is usual these days from Hornby, we have a bag of accessories here, and we have the usual fireman driver, some couplings, some piping, and a set of flanged wheels for the rear, which I may or may not end up using. So here is the Turbomotive in all its glory. For some reason these sliding cab roofs are a little off kilter, but they do move. I think there's a lot of weight in this, a tremendous amount of weight in this. I think it definitely has a die-cast running plate, at least, if not a die-cast body. Yeah, very heavy. And some very nice detail. All of these railings are all separately fitted detail. I'll zoom in a little bit on the lining, and we can see that detail there. Yeah, you can see those rivets, double chimney, and very nice lining. Wheels are nicely done, and particularly down here you'll see there's a lot of detail on the piping down here underneath the cab. And the tender is nicely lined too. So let's have a look at the front end, the rear end, and the tender. A lot of detail on the front end here, smoke deflectors, and the numbering and lining there, and the lamps sitting down on the front there. I don't know if those are actually working lamps. I suppose we'll find out when we power it up. So looking at the cab, there's obviously the flickering firebox in there, and there's a certain amount of detail in the cab, but we have seen quite a bit more detail in some other models from Hornby recently. The back end of the tender is looking good too. Also looks to have a lamp on there. Not sure if that's a working lamp. Again, I suppose we will find out as we get this thing powered up. And obviously Yeah, we have sprung buffers all around, but there's some very nice detail in terms of the steps and the number plate and other things on the rear of the tender there. Quick scan of the model, showing the detail as we go down here. So this locomotive comes pre-fitted with an HM7000 sound decoder. I take it that everything is set on this apart from maybe the locomotive running number, but not totally sure. Anyway, let me grab my iPad and see what I may or may not need to do to program this. My iPad appears to have found the device. But it's telling me I need to do some updates, so let's do that first. Okay, so this is very strange. I would have thought that the profile was already preloaded into this decoder. It seems it's not. It's now loading a profile. Not even sure it's doing the right thing, but it takes like 15-20 minutes to do this. So we'll be back in a little while. So the imported profile is Turbomotive, and if I turn the sound on, you will see that, and if I start this thing to run, you will hear the Turbomotive sound. If I put the brake on, if I stop it, let's try going the other way. If I do put the front lights on, you may see them come on. Maybe not. Let me stop this and zoom in a little on the front lights, and hopefully you can see them on if I zoom in. There you should be able to see the lights. Turn them off, they go off. Go the other direction. The lights will come on. White. Let's just run this a little. If I reverse, slow down, the lights will go red. Come on the other way. Stop it. There's lots of other things going on. Whistles. Brake squeal. Little slip. Coupling. And squeal. Doors closing. Water. Some other bits and pieces here, but basically that's kind of it. So let me run this in for a little while, and then we'll go try running out in the layout. So I'm just going to actually start it up running forward for a bit. Let it run for a few minutes and try running the other way. I'm actually going to turn the sound off because otherwise it's going to drive me nuts. So I have no clue what happened. This locomotive was running fine. Suddenly it stopped. Didn't do anything. There's something going on with my layout, my DCC and the HM7000 decoders. I'm going to try to see if I can understand what's going on. Interestingly, right at the point when it stopped, I get an email from Hornby with a reset code for my decoder, and actually when I look at the application, there's a message about resuming control. It makes no sense to me. So I'm in the middle right now of trying to reset the whole decoder mechanism and see where that goes, and because right now it's just not doing anything. So having reinstalled the decoder, everything's working again. Absolutely no clue what's going on here. I'm going to have to talk to somebody somewhere, try to understand what my problem is. As always, thanks for watching. Hopefully we will get to the bottom of this problem with the HM7000 decoders, as I had 4 more of them arrive today to put in various locomotives. There's obviously some incompatibility somewhere, but hopefully somebody can help. If anybody's watching this with ideas, please let me know. I'm going to talk to Rails of Sheffield tomorrow, and if need be I will try to talk to Hornby too, but need to get this resolved. If you like the video, hit the like button, subscribe to the top right, another video to the top left.